Friends, today I'm going to share something very, very exceptional, very, very surprising with you. This is with regard to the Somnath Temple. And these days, Prime Minister Modi, as well as his party colleagues, are busy abusing and criticizing Nehru for his opposition to the Somnath Temple reconstruction. I have seen some articles, some posts on X wherein Nehru is shown to be opposing the bringing of the water of Sindhu River or Indus River from Pakistan, and also the ambassador, and also telling the ambassador to China that nothing should be said regarding the reconstruction of Somnath. But there's something really very, very astonishing about the background of Somnath and also the role of Nehru. So last year I chanced upon a blog of Mr. LK Advani, which said that Prime Minister Nehru's cabinet resolved to rebuild the Somnath Temple. Yes, he's written in his blog, which is available on the BJP website. So he hasn't expanded much on that, and but he says something extra in his blog, and which is that when Sardar Patel told this thing about the Nehru Cabinet's resolution to rebuild Somnath to Gandhiji, Gandhiji said that public funds shouldn't be used for religious purposes. So this is what Mr. LK Advani has written in his blog, which is still available on the BJP website. If you can type these keywords on the internet, you'll find the path to the blog. So I thought to myself, is it true? And I did a little bit of research, and I found out that it is true. What Mr. Advani has written is indeed true. And this thing about Nehru Cabinet resolving to rebuild Somnath is explained in KM Munshi's book, Pilgrimage to Freedom. Pilgrimage to Freedom is a memoir of Mr. Munshi's political career from 1902 to 1950. And in pages 559 to 566, Mr. Munshi specifically says that the Nehru Cabinet okayed the reconstruction of the Somnath Temple. Mr. Munshi was a part of Mr. Nehru's cabinet. But a very strange thing happened. So when Mr. Patel told about this decision to Mahatma Gandhi, Mr. Mahatma Gandhi, as I said, he said that public funds shouldn't be used for religious purposes. And after that, the Nehru Cabinet, the Nehru government watered down its proposal. So initially, the Nehru government had not only resolved to rebuild the Somnath Temple, but also to use the public money or the government funds for this reconstruction. But after Gandhiji objected to it, the second part of this resolution, namely using of public funds for this reconstruction, that proposal was dropped, and ultimately a trust was made. And then that trust ultimately, oversaw the construction of Somnath. What I am trying to say is that Mr. Nehru has been wrongly and horribly portrayed by the BJP as well as the Sangh Parivar in order to appropriate the Hindu legacy. I have no problems in BJP and Sangh Parivar appropriating the Hindu or taking the Hindu legacy very good. But there have been leaders like Nehru who've done exceptionally great in terms of Hindu Renaissance, even though the Congress doesn't accept it for strategic reasons. Now let's come back to the reconstruction of Somnath Temple. Now, rebuilding a temple on the site of a demolished temple, which in this case was Somnath, which had graves and all, it required a lot of administrative what should I say? I mean, you needed to have the government by your right side. You simply cannot just erect a temple on a piece of land. You need to have the government on your right hand side so that it supports. So to that extent, Mr. Nehru actually and his cabinet actually supported this reconstruction. And whatever letters are being floated that Nehru was opposed to Rajendra Prasad going to the inauguration and all, I have nothing more to say. My simple thing is that Nehru government supported the reconstruction of the Somnath Temple, and these facts are mentioned in Mr. KM Munshi's book Pilgrimage to Freedom, pages 559 to 566, and also in the appendix number 105. In fact, Mr. Munshi, in one of his letters, forcefully reminds Mr. Nehru that this proposal was crafted under his guidance, under Mr. Nehru's guidance. So it's that explicit. So please do not go by whatever Mr. Modi or or the BJP is saying. On the contrary, I'd like to ask Mr. Modi as well as the BJP, what has your government done? Has your government ever come out with a resolution to build the Ram Janmabhoomi temple in a grand manner, or the reconstruction of the Ram Janmabhoomi? I don't think so. I mean, Mr. Modi's role was there just to go to see the inauguration of the temple. That's it. Otherwise, the funds, otherwise the process of making the temple, it was entirely driven by the public. No government intervention. But here, it was Mr. Nehru who actually, whose government actually piloted and saw to this proposal and saw to it that this temple was constructed. So here's a piece of history that we should all know about and propagate, because if we don't propagate this piece of history, then we are going to lead very, very miserable lives. We are going to, just think that only just one party has done for Hindutva. No, we need to have a clear and a roundabout view of our history. That's what I wanted to say. Jai Shri Ram. Namaste.